Legends, mysteries, the supernatural and conspiracy. These are the stories that keep me up at night and make me wonder, are they real? Is there truth buried beneath these tales? Join me as we look over some of the most dark and mysterious stories ever told. I'm your host, Nicholas Dagger, and welcome to Tales from the Den. In 2002, a special forces team was said to have killed a giant with red hair and 6 fingers on each hand. In August 2016, a YouTuber posted a video interview with a military contractor identified as Mr. K. In the interview, Mr. K claimed to have been present during a brutal firefight with a large humanoid he called the Kandahar giant. The killing of the giant, he said, took place during the Operation Iraqi Freedom in 2002, when the military was occupying the Middle East, right after the events of 9/11. The Kandahar giant, Mr. K said, was 13 feet tall, with fiery red hair, 6 fingers, and 2 sets of teeth. It even killed one of the Special Forces units with a huge spear made of copper before the rest of the team brought it down with 30 seconds of sustained gunfire. The story goes as followed. In 2002, a group of soldiers went missing while on patrol in a remote mountain region of Kandahar. And when they failed to make radio contact for some time, the military sent out a recon unit to investigate, though the branch of the armed forces they belonged to was never confirmed. As the team were searching for their missing squad, high up in the mountains, the unit came across a cave with scattered military equipment, and that's when they saw the Kandahar giant. When suddenly it emerged from the cave and impaled one of the soldiers with a huge copper spear. And that's when the soldiers opened up fire, ultimately killing the giant with 30 seconds of sustained gunfire. After the troops killed the giant, they loaded it onto a Chinook helicopter, where no one ever saw it again. The soldiers were forced to sign a non-disclosure agreement out of threat of national security. But eventually, the soldiers broke their silence because, as one of the men would later say, quote, "The people have a right to know," end quote. In 2016, supernaturalist L.A. Marzulli, the same man who interviewed Mr. K, told several websites that the United States government was covering up this story, that those in power had a vested interest in keeping the truth of biblical prophecies from being exposed to the general public. Quote, "People have a right to know about this stuff. If there are 15 or 18 footers roaming the earth, and our military has brought them down, we have a right as citizens to know about it," he said, end quote. In a now deleted video first posted on August 16th, 2016, Marzulli interviewed Mr. K, claiming to be a soldier who said he witnessed the giant of Kandahar. Mr. K claimed he saw the giant carrying a spear and murdering a United States soldier named Daniel. The other special forces took it down. According to Marzulli, the creature was a Nephilim, mentioned in Genesis and Numbers, the book of the Old Testament in the Bible, who were to be the offspring of the fallen angelic watchers mentioned in the book of Enoch during Genesis and the pre-flood era. The myth of the Kandahar giant is still said to be an open secret among soldiers who served in Kandahar in 2002, and several veterans who served in the region have said, quote, that from that point on, they were instructed to point their weapons high by aiming for the head and then a little higher, end quote. Thank you for watching. Till next time.